constantly creating our reality anyway in any given moment, so it's just a case of becoming conscious about that creation. That's what we're talking about today in episode 62. This is Flourish Radio. Here you'll find raw, honest conversation about what it really looks like to be the leader in your own life. A pause in your week to anchor into what's true for you. Soul riffs from my heart to yours. I'm your host, Gemma Sands. Welcome. Let's settle in to this week's episode. Hey loves, welcome back to another episode. Super excited to be here with you today, as I always am. Oh, if you can hear that little rumbling in the background, that's just the dog snoring. But I'm excited to be here because today I want to talk about something I love and I'm passionate about, and something that forms the basis of a lot of the work that I do with coaching clients. And today I want to talk about consciously creating our own reality, because here is the truth. In every single moment, you are creating your reality. We do it through our thoughts, we do it through our beliefs, we do it through our vibration. So if our thoughts, beliefs, vibration are not an energetic match for what we want to create, then we're never going to manifest the things that we desire to create. The beliefs that you hold about yourself, or about others, or about the world, they are all projected outwards, and that literally forms the world that you perceive around you. So it's super important to understand that you're currently creating your reality. You do it 100% of the time, and you do it absolutely flawlessly. You could not be a better creator if you tried. You could not be a better manifester if you tried. The issue for many of us is that we're creating unconsciously. We don't know that we are creating our reality. So when we make that shift into conscious creation, that's when we can make the change that we desire to see in our lives. So you may be thinking, all right, Gemma, this all sounds a little bit woo-woo. It's a little bit too good to be true. And my answer is that, yes, I get that. I understand that. But maybe, just maybe, somewhere along the road, we have forgotten our own personal power. We've subscribed to the stories that to get the things that we want in life, we have to make sacrifices, we have to hustle, we have to compromise, it has to be hard, or we don't deserve it. Yeah? Any of this sound familiar? We've forgotten that every thought that we have, whether we are aware of them or not, is creating our reality. So let me put this another way. Think back to a time in your life when you had to make a big decision. What were the thoughts or beliefs that formed the basis of that decision that you made? Yeah, think back to that. Now, if you'd held a different thought or belief, would there have been a different outcome to that decision? Yes, probably. Conscious creation is simply becoming aware of what you think and feel so that you can channel your thoughts. You can direct your thoughts to be in alignment with what it is that you want to desire. So, money is a really obvious example here. Let's use that. If you desire a bigger income, but you've grown up subscribing to stories and thoughts about money that sound like it's hard to make money, wanting more money makes me a greedy person, I'm not very good with money, the only way that I can make a lot of money is to work really, really hard, then you're not going to open yourself up to the level of income that you desire if you're carrying these thoughts with you. And often we don't even realize that we have a story around money, or we have a story around love and relationships, or we have a story around health. But when we become conscious of those thoughts, when we shift them to be in alignment with whatever income level that we want, whatever relationship we want, whatever health we want, then that we couldn't even expect, we begin to consciously create that new reality for ourselves. And what's beautiful about all of this, what gets me really excited is that once you step more consciously into creating your reality, you stop constantly being in reaction mode. I don't know if you ever feel like that. I do sometimes, usually when I'm out of alignment with my practices. I feel like life is happening to me and I'm just trying my best to keep up with it. I'm in that hamster wheel, trying to navigate it. Do you ever feel like that? Well, when we develop a conscious creation practice, and it is a practice, we become responsible for so much of what happens to us. We're actually in control of a lot of what happens to us. And we'll be aware of just how easily we can change our current reality by changing our beliefs. How refreshing and how exciting is that? So now that you understand that you're already a powerful creator, you're already creating your reality, how do you get started with doing that in a more conscious way? Well, I'm going to do a little series of steps for you over the next couple of episodes of the podcast, but we're going to start with the first step today. We're going to get crystal clear on what it is that you actually desire from your life. And this isn't as easy as it sounds, because so often what we think we want is actually a reflection of what we think we should want. It's a reflection of what we think maybe other people expect of us, what we've grown up believing is possible or not possible for us. And to step into consciously creating a reality, we have to first step into unraveling all of that and tapping into what it is that we deeply desire at our core. And it's not just as simple as listing things out. We actually need to tap into the feeling behind what we desire. So, for example, if you desire, if you desire a new car, why is that? Is it because you want to be able to explore new places and your old car just isn't that reliable? Maybe. So what's the desired feeling behind that? Freedom? Safety? Comfort? It's digging into actually what it is that the things that we desire represent for us. And it does not matter what you desire, so don't place any judgment on what comes up for you. Your desires are placed with you for a reason, and if you're carrying any guilt or shame around them, you're not going to be able to consciously create them. Okay, so you need to unravel those stories as well. The universe wants you to live out the fullest expression of your true self, so whatever that looks like for you, personally, that is perfect. And if you're struggling to anchor into what you truly desire, I do have something for you that's going to help you with this. I've got a free guided visualization to help you. You'll find it linked in the show notes. So depending where you're listening to this, you might need to click on the website link to view the full show notes, or you can go to my website. You'll find it on my website too, under the read and listen tab. And it's a really powerful tool that I use with all my coaching clients. And I love how at the end of our work together, my clients will have created exactly what came up for them in the visualization. So at this point, you might want to pause the podcast. You might want to listen to the visualization, or you might want to anchor into a list of your desires and the feelings behind that before we move to the next step. Okay? Now that you're aware of the new reality that you want to create, it's time to anchor into the vibration of that new reality. And that is not as complicated as it sounds. It's actually pretty simple. It involves a tool that I learned about from the incredible Peter Kelly. And if you haven't read her book, Earth is Hiring, you need to. I'll link that in the show notes. And it's a tool called scripting. And it is essentially a way of creating intentions, but doing it on much, much more of a deeper level, so that your vibration is an energetic match for the things that you want to call in. So works like this. You write out all of the things that you desire to create, but you do it in a way as if they have already happened to you, focusing on how you would feel. So if you desire to create a new reality around your health, you might write about how energized and vibrant you feel in your body. If you desire a new level of income, you'll write about how you feel when you open your banking app and you find that money has just flowed to you overnight. You get the picture, yeah? The key is to use super positive language and to anchor into the feelings behind what it is that you want to create. It's up to you if you want to attach a time scale to it. So you might want to think about where you want to be in a year, Maybe you want to script out how you want the next month to look for you, or you might want to script out your intentions for the next week, or even the day. So I have a 12-month script where I want to be in 12 months' time, but I also script out my months. Sometimes I script out my weeks, and sometimes I'll write a little script for my day if I know that there's something that I really want to anchor into and call in. So once you have your script and your intentions are out in the universe, the next stage is to integrate that into your daily practice so that you can start to shift your beliefs, you can start to become an energetic match for your desires. And that's where I'm going to stop now. I'm going to share that with you in next week's episode. So you might want to go back, you might want to re-listen to this episode, you might want to download the guided visualization, and you might want to create your script before we gather back here again next week. And I am so excited for you to begin to step into consciously creating your life. When you make this a practice, when you really take ownership of the power that you have as a creator of your own life, everything begins to shift and everything begins to flow. I have literally used this process to manifest money, manifest opportunities. You can use it for anything. So it is such a powerful practice. And I'm super excited for you to try it. So as always, you can let me know your thoughts on social media. All the links will be in the show notes of where you can find me. Go to my website to download the guided visualization, and I will be back again next week with the second part of how to consciously create a new reality. You have been listening to Free to Flourish Radio. For more episodes, don't forget to subscribe through SoundCloud, iTunes or YouTube, and to access full show notes, visit gemmasands.co.uk.